Let's talk about some awesome crochet patterns that were released this August. Hello everyone, Rochelle here, and I'm back to share some yarn goodness with y'all today. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about new and free patterns that were released this August. We're going to break it down into 3 categories. We're going to talk about size inclusive garments. We're going to talk about accessories. And lastly, we're going to talk about projects for the home. So, as I mentioned, these are free patterns, and they're either available free as a download or they're free on the designer's blog. But either way, they are free patterns. Okay, let's jump in. Let's start with garments. First up, we have the Cherry Blossom Sweater designed by Henna Palski for School Nordic Design. And y'all know I mess up names all the time, but I try. So this one is made with DK weight yarn, and the bust circumference ranges between 35.4 to 63.8 inches. Now in centimeters, that is 90 to 162. So the hook size that it calls for is a 3.5 millimeter E-hook. An E-hook is a very, very tiny crochet hook, but you know, I'll just have to take some ibuprofen or something and just get to work because I know my little hands are going to be hurting with a size 3.25 millimeter crochet hook, but it's fine. I think that this design is so worth it. Okay, so you will need to know how to do a few skills. You'll need to know how to chain, double crochet, single crochet, chain 2, and turn the work. That is a new technique for me. I know what it means to chain 2 and turn. I've just never seen it written like it's written CH2TW. Have you ever seen it abbreviated? I've always seen it like just written out, chain 2 and turn the work. But I found that very interesting. And also you'll need to know how to slip stitch. Okay, so this pattern is worked from the bottom up, and it features a boat neck design. So it kind of, let's see, this may be possibly a boat neck. I'm going to talk about this sweater a little bit later. I don't know. Some days it looks like a crew neck. Some days it looks like a boat neck. I can't tell. But anyway, I love the cherry blossom details on this pattern. I love cherry blossoms in general. I think that they are beautiful. I love the pink. I love just their beautiful trees, and it really reminds me of cherry blossoms. So I really do like this pattern. Okay, so let's move on to our next one. It is the Fluff and Stuff Cardi, designed by Liz Salazar for Premier Yarns. So this one calls for bulky weight yarn, and the bust circumference ranges between 39.25 to 66.5 inches. And in centimeters, that is 99.7 to 169. So you will need 2 hook sizes to make this project. You will need a 5.0 millimeter H hook and a 6.5 millimeter K hook. And of course, as I always say, your tension and your gauge is going to make a difference sometimes. And so sometimes you may have to use a smaller or larger hook size depending on how your tension is. For example, I am a loose crocheter, and every time I make a crochet project, I usually always have to go down a hook size. And so that's just the way it works for me, and it might be different for you. Okay, so let's talk about some of the skills you'll need. You'll need to know how to chain, slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet, do some increases and some decreases. You will need to know how to work through the back loops, and you will need to know how to seam using the whip stitch, the back stitch, and the mattress stitch. So there is some seaming involved with this pattern. Okay, and it is worked bottom up, and it features afterthought pocket. So that's really cool. And I think that's where a lot of the seaming is going to come in at, is when you're sewing on those afterthought pockets. But yeah, I've done afterthought pockets before in knitting, but I'm not sure if I've done it in crochet. So this will be really, really interesting. Okay, next up we have the Suvi crochet tank top, and it is designed by Jennifer Renaud of A Crochet Simplicity. So this one calls for a DK weight yarn, and the bust circumference ranges between 28 to 62 inches. So that's a really nice size range. And in centimeters, that is 71 to 157.5. So this one calls for a G hook, which is a 4mm. And the skills that you will need include chain, slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet, treble crochet, 2 decrease cluster stitch, also you will need to know how to do the extended single crochet. You will need to know some decreases, such as the single crochet 2 together, double crochet 2 together, extended single crochet 2 together, alternate double crochet, alternate double crochet 2 together, back loop only, and yarn over. So if you are looking for a pattern that's going to test your crochet skills, y'all, this is it. Okay, this is it. And this tank top is worked bottom up, and it features a scoop neck design, and then it has a ribbed hem detail. So I really like that one. It's a little challenging, but I think it could be a lot of fun. Let's move on to accessories. So the first accessory we have is the retro striped tote bag, designed by Melissa Hasler of Lovable Loops Crochet. So this calls for Aran weight yarn, and it comes in one size. And so I'm going to break down the different dimensions for you. So in terms of inches, the width is 18.5, the length is 15, and the depth is 3. Also, you have the straps, which are 10 inches. And in centimeters, that is 47 by 38 by 7.6, and then 25 centimeters for the strap. So in terms of the hook size, it calls for an I hook, which is a 5.5mm. And you only need to know how to do 2 techniques for this bag: single crochet, half double crochet. If you can do those 2 techniques, you can definitely make this bag. That's so awesome. And I feel like this bag is great for beach days, farmers markets, and whatever other adventures you can get up to. Okay, so let's talk about our next accessory. It is the Granny Square Shopper, designed by Jessie Campus. And it calls for a DK weight. So it comes in one size. The really cool thing about this bag is that it is designed to fit around a reusable shopping bag. And the type of bag is called a jute shopping bag, Jute. So the dimensions are 16 inches wide, 13 inches in height, and 5.5 in depth. And in centimeters, that is 41 by 33 by 14. So it's really cool how this bag is constructed. So it calls for a G 4.0mm crochet hook. And the skills that you'll need to know include chain, double crochet, front loop only, puff stitch, single crochet, slip stitch, and the treble crochet. And so the bag is constructed from 16 granny squares, and then you join them together using the join as you go method. So let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite joining method when you're combining squares? Do you like the join as you go? Do you join them later? Let me know, what do you like to do when it comes to squares? Okay, so next up we have the Serata Wrap, designed by Alexandra Taval of 2 of Wands. So this one calls for worsted weight yarn, and the sizes are from extra small all the way up to 5XL, and it calls for a I or 5mm crochet hook. And the skills that you will need to know include the foundation half double crochet, slip stitch through the back loop, and half double crochet through the back loop only. And I love that there's so many different ways to wear this wrap. You can just make so many different outfits with the same project, and I think that is awesome. So yeah, definitely let me know what's your favorite way to wear this. Okay, so up next we have the 30-minute ribbed hair bow that is designed by Haley of Girl Gems. So this one calls for worsted weight yarn, and it comes in one size. It also uses a G-hook or a 4.0 millimeter. And the skills you will need to know include chain, double crochet, single crochet, slip stitch, and back loop only. So about 5 different skills you'll need to know. And of course, if you don't know how to do any of these skills, you can definitely check out YouTube. There's a ton of tutorials on there. And so basically this is an oversized hair bow that's really easy to whip up in about 30 minutes. So that's really cool. And I think it would be great for last minute gifts or just, you know, if you just want something quick to work on. And also I love that ribbed texture. I think that really adds some dimension to the hair bow. Okay, so I did want to talk about what I am wearing. This is the Saturday sweater designed by Tamara Kelly of Moogly, and I uploaded an entire video all about this sweater. And so what I'm going to do is leave my Ravelry link below with the video tagged in it, and you can definitely go check it out there. So I really love wearing it, and it's so fun to layer. You know what? I need to make another one. I really do need to make another one because I wear this one so much. Okay, so let's talk about patterns for the home. All right, the first one and the only one. Yes, I only have one for the home this time, but it's a good one. It's a good one. Okay, so it is the Bubble Pop Dishcloth designed by Tamara Kelly of Moogly. So it calls for DK or sport weight yarn, and it comes in one size. So it is a square. So it's 10.5 inches wide by 10.5 inches tall. And in centimeters, that's 27 by 27. So it calls for an H hook, which is a 5 millimeter. And the skills you'll need include the chainless starting double crochet, the bobble stitch, double crochet, and single crochet. And so I really like the texture of that bobble stitch because if you are going to be using this as a dishcloth or a cleaning cloth, that texture is really going to grip the dirt. So it's really going to be great for cleaning, and I think that is so awesome. I love using crochet dishcloths. They're some of my favorite dishcloths to use. And so let me know, do you use crocheted or knit dishcloths? I think they are so wonderful. And also, this pattern includes not only written instructions, but also a video tutorial. So if you're more of a visual learner, it's perfect for you. If you're more of a written pattern person, it's also perfect for you. So let me know, are there any patterns in August that you found? Definitely share with the class. I would definitely love to know. And, are you interested in making any of these patterns? Definitely let me know. I will be doing a knitted version of this as well. So I'll be talking about some new and free knitting projects that I found in August. And so, yay, that's going to be awesome. How have y'all been doing? I have been dealing with carpal tunnel, and it's kind of like this tingling feeling that I have in my hands. It's just in my hands. And right now it's mainly in my index finger. So I've been trying to like switch up between knitting and crocheting, but it's really difficult when I knit and crochet so much. It's difficult to just stop. But I've been doing some hand exercises. I've been putting heat on my hands. And so, yeah, I've been trying to deal with that. But yeah, let me know how y'all are doing. How's your family doing? I hope that things are going well. And yeah, also let me know what you worked on while watching, or did you just chill? And feel free to click that like button and that notification bell so you'll know whenever I post a video up here. And yeah, I am trying to reach 5,000 followers on Instagram. So if you can help me out with that, I would really appreciate it. And also I have some stuff in my shop. So QueensYarnBoutique.com. I've got some stuff in there. So definitely go and check it out. I've got yarn. I've got pre-made things and notions as well. So yeah, go ahead and check that out. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, bye.